Good morning, everyone, and welcome. We are going to get started, and so I'm going to ask that everybody, in a moment, please stand, and then we will have, if you are able, and we will have our piper pipe in our student veterinarians, and then please remain standing while the piper slips back outside to pipe in our platform party, and then I'll cue you when it is time to take your seats. All right, so everyone please stand if you're able. Please remain standing. Dean Wichtel, honored platform guests, fellow veterinarians, student veterinarians, ladies and gentlemen, you may now be seated. Our piper has managed to slip out of the room quickly. He always manages to do this on me. So we will certainly thank him again at the end of the ceremony, but I would just like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank our piper, Mr. Neil Forbes. So once again, good morning. My name is Joanne Hewson, and I have the great privilege of being the Associate Dean, Students and Academic at the Ontario Veterinary College. I'm very pleased on behalf of the faculty, staff, and all the student veterinarians in our OVC community to welcome all of you to this ceremony and to celebrate a celebration that recognizes the point at which this class formally joins the veterinary profession as our student veterinarian colleagues. To begin, I'd first like to take a moment to reflect on the fact that all of Canada resides on traditional unceded and/or treaty lands of First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. At this significant moment in the life of our OVC class of 2023 and all of our audience, as they are the supporting cast of this special day, it is important to recognize our connections to those around us and offer gratitude to the land and people of this area. We acknowledge that the University of Guelph resides on the ancestral lands of the Attawaddaron people and the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. This land has been stewarded through the Dish with One Spoon Covenant, a recognition that we all draw from the same resources of this land, and the fact that to collectively thrive, we must only take what we need to ensure there is enough to sustain everyone that shares this dish with us. Today, Guelph is home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and acknowledging them reminds us of our important connection to this land where we learn and work. Our land acknowledgement recognizes not only Guelph's Indigenous people in the past, but also recognizes and celebrates our ties with our Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Métis neighbors of the present and future, as we strive to strengthen and build our relationships with each other. Shortly, I will introduce our platform of speakers representing key veterinary organizations that support and champion our profession in many ways. Before doing so, I'd like to take a moment myself to congratulate the OVC class of 2023 on your accomplishments and welcome you to the profession. We're going to do a lot of clapping today, and I think that's very appropriate. I'm truly looking forward to sharing in this journey with each of you over the next 4 years. I've had the great fortune already to share in many Orientation Week activities with the Opal Otters, and have greatly enjoyed getting to know you as a class and as individuals. Over Orientation Week, I had shared a few pearls of wisdom with the class already. We've spent much time talking about ensuring we learn with a growth mindset, the willingness to accept new challenges, put forward our best effort, to recognize that rarely do we hit perfection on the first go-around, and that true learning comes from embracing these setbacks, reflecting on them, modifying our approach, and most importantly, trying again. And we're going to do a lot of that over the next 4 years. I've encouraged the class to also be mindful to share with others, be open with their challenges, and to not only recognize that there are resources to help everyone in the class to have a successful experience in the veterinary program, but also to be willing to seek out and use that support themselves. Finally, we have spent a considerable amount of time reassuring the class that we have made the best choices by offering them a seat in this class, and that we all belong here today. As family, partners, friends, mentors, and stout supporters of your student veterinarian, I know each person in our audience shares this knowledge that you belong here, and I hope they will similarly help us to remind you at times when you experience self-doubt, and perhaps even reflect back to you why they know you belong here as well. OVC 2023 student veterinarians, you have worked tirelessly and with determination to get to today. And now that you've begun your journey in this profession, I think it's an appropriate moment to pause in your life and reflect on how you got here. This was not a solitary effort, as you know, and many of those, pardon me, that were key to your success are here today, either in body, celebrating remotely while viewing our live streaming, or are very much here in spirit. It is only fitting then that we take a moment to cherish that support we've received and share our gratitude. So, class of 2023, please do take this moment to stand if you wish, turn around, and thank those important people who have served as your supporting cast in your journey today. Somehow have to bring it back to order now. So from a class of 3 students to first graduate from the Ontario Veterinary College in 1866, apparently graduating after a mere 3 sessions of learning, just imagine, we welcome this class of 120 exceptional individuals into our college as you join over 11,000 alumni from the OVC that have the great fortune to be members of the veterinary profession. Today is indeed a time of great celebration, but it is also a moment of gravity to reflect on all that comes with entering a profession. You will hear from our platform speakers and will quickly come to see that you are well supported as you accept and cherish this welcomed burden of responsibility. I should note that I did try to find another word for burden, trying to communicate to you that although there's a lot of weight that comes with being a veterinarian, it's a heavy package of opportunity. More than anything else, your veterinary degree will bring you opportunities that many others don't have, and we need to steward this privilege as our highest priority. I also encourage you to explore this privilege and take time over the next 4 years with us to see all the doors that your DVM degree will open for you so that you take an informed and inspired first step out into the profession when you graduate. It is an exciting time, and again, I'm excited to be sharing it with you as our student veterinarians, but also with all of you as the extended part of our OVC family. So everyone here today, welcome aboard as we start this exciting journey together. Now to bring greetings to you and to welcome this class are representatives of the organized veterinary profession. Dr. Jim Fairless is past president of the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association, which is the voice of the profession across the nation in promoting animal welfare and One Health, ensuring optimal care for animals, people, and the environment. Dr. Fairless.
Thank you, Dr. Hewson. Dr. Hewson, Dr. Wichtel, fellow distinguished platform guests, OVC faculty and staff, veterinarians, family and friends, and especially the class of 2023. Boy, that's a long ways from 1980 when I grew. The Opal Otters. We didn't have a name in 1980. I'm not sure what exactly we were called. As a representative of the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association, I'm honored to address you today, the OVC class of 2023. Our president, Dr. Melanie Hicks, is traveling in other parts of Canada and is unable to be here. But she brings greetings and congratulations. I would like to extend this greeting to the faculty and staff of OVC, and I would also like to congratulate the parents, grandparents, family members, and mentors and everyone else for getting these future veterinarians this far. You've been selected because of your determination, your capacity to learn, and your love for animals. Of course, you could not have chosen a better institution than the Ontario Veterinary College. A little bit of bias there. Here you'll have diversity, new challenges, and constant renewal. In the coming years, you will be faced with many challenges, but persistence, work, and cooperation, you will succeed. You need to remember that you can be successful in many different aspects of veterinary medicine. I started out in mixed practice, completely mixed practice, treating anything from African pygmy hedgehogs to zebras and everything in between. I am a food animal veterinarian. My emphasis was dairy, but all of a sudden, in 2001, I found myself traipsing around China teaching veterinary health to swine veterinarians for a couple of years. And now I'm back at this institution at the Veterinary Diagnostic Lab. So your adventures will take you wherever you want them to lead you. I'm going to go off script here a little bit, and I want to leave you with three of my three things to take forward. And when you get out in practice and you're dealing with clients, anything more than three, and that's going to go over top of their head, you got to keep the recommendations simple and short. First is communication. Communication, communication, communication. You're going to be saying the veterinary oath here in a few minutes. You're the representative of the animals, but you have a client there that's paying the bills and you need to interact with. Make sure that you really pay attention in the communications classes. It's vitally important. I also see this in my position at the lab where I do talk to some owners sometimes, and communications plays a big role there. Because you're right in the middle of that, you're going to be subjected, obviously, you've got the best interests of the animal at heart, but you also have to deal with the owner and the clients. That puts you in a position that's going to cause some consternation sometimes. You're going to have doubts. You're going to have a lot of things happening. But you got to make sure that you take care of yourself as well, both physically and mentally. And as chair of the CVMA Veterinary Wellness Advisory Committee, I really hope that you do that. The big thing I would like to stress on that, though, is that you look at others around you and maybe get a little bit of training to see where people may be struggling, and that you can reach out to them and help them as well. And the other thing is to get involved in veterinary medicine and organized veterinary medicine. I see at least one or two or maybe three presidents of these organizations in this group right now. Just think about it. It's great to become part of organized veterinary medicine. Whether that be locally at your local veterinary group, I'm kind of it's the Grey Bruce Veterinary Association that I started out in. And then we have the Ontario Veterinary Medical Association, the College of Veterinarians of Ontario here, and the CVMA. We all are here to help you on your way. And lastly, this is to family and friends and everyone else that this class of 2023, the Opal Otters, is going to interact with. They're going to have lots of stories for you at some time during their student career and also into their veterinary career. Some of them aren't going to be that pretty, let's say. You're going to be subjected to a whole bunch of things that you were never thought you were ever going to hear. Be prepared. I know when I get out in a veterinary crowd, and my wife tells me this all the time, that we get off topic a little bit, and which is good. So just family and friends, be prepared for that. In all the best, class of 2023 Opal Otters. I'll probably be seeing you somewhere along the line here in your next 4 years in the position I have, but all the best in the future.
Thank you very much, Jim. The Ontario Veterinary Medical Association is the organization that represents veterinarians and our interests in this province. Dr. Sue Dorland is the president of the OVMA. Dr. Dorland is a 1993 graduate from the Ontario Veterinary College, so we overlapped. Sue has spent her entire veterinary career practicing at Oshawa Animal Hospital, where she is the current medical director. She describes her job as the best job in the world. Dr. Dorland, I invite you up.
Thank you, Dr. Hewson. What an honor it is for me to stand here this morning. I got goosebumps when you stood up and thanked your family and your mentors and your friends who got you here. I remember being here. I'm sure like many of you, I'm sure that like me, many of you have dreamed of a veterinary medicine career forever. Your acceptance into the Ontario Veterinary College is a huge milestone. Not only does it mean that you're well on your way to fulfilling your dream of becoming a veterinarian, it's also your first step into a career that offers an incredible range of opportunity. You can end up in private practice, industry, government, and academia. It's also a chance to make a real difference in the world, especially in the lives of your community and the animals that you will serve. I know it's been a really long road to get here. One without doubt that's had lots of challenges. But you made it, you're here, and you deserve to be recognized for the hard work and dedication that got you here. You have earned a spot in not one of the best veterinary schools in the world, but in my opinion, the best veterinary hospital in the world. It's only a few weeks into the semester, but you're really busy already, I know, because it moves fast, with labs and presentations and exams and tests. And you're probably counting down the time already until you are out there in your career. While 4 years seems like an eternity, I will assure you it will go by very quickly. Enjoy it. Enjoy every moment that you're in this wonderful school. My advice to you is really simple. Enjoy your time at OVC. You're only going to have this experience once. You will cherish memories forever, and you will make relationships and friendships that will last your lifetime. Take advantage of lots of learning opportunities outside of OVC as well. The Ontario Veterinary Medical Association offers lots of opportunities for you, and we encourage you to get involved early in your career. I've been an OVMA volunteer for many years, and I can promise you that it will be one of the most rewarding experiences you will ever have. If you excel in leadership, consider becoming a student rep on our OVMA Board of Directors. If you like writing, use your talents and write us an article for our Focus magazine. Or if you're interested in fundraising, organize an event and help your fellow colleagues at the OVMA's charitable arm, the Farley Foundation, which helps support veterinary care for pets that live in homes where people have needs. You can also join us at one of the Foundation's annual fundraising events. Our golf tournament, held in August, is a great opportunity to network with veterinarians and industry professionals. If you like cycling, join us for the Ride for Farley in September, where we bring together veterinarians, staff, pet owners to raise funds for the Farley Foundation. There's no time like now to get involved. We look forward to helping you. We always remind ourselves at the OVMA that our job is to make the veterinary profession better. We're here to support you, we will help you, and we will have your back. We are really pleased this morning to present you with your personalized stethoscopes as a symbol of your entry into this great profession. We hope this stethoscope becomes an essential tool, and it will, as you immerse yourself in veterinary medicine over the next 4 years. And when you graduate, take it with you and be reminded that the OVMA is your source and your voice. We're always here to help you, both personally and professionally. Congratulations to the 2023 Opal Otters. As Dr. Hewson said, I'm a 93 grad. We, unlike Dr. Fairless, we did have a mascot, and we were named the OVC 93 Huskies. Congratulations, Opal Otters. Enjoy this day, and I will definitely see you in the future.
Thank you very much, Sue. For the record, I was a 96 Lynx. The College of Veterinarians of Ontario is the provincial licensing body for veterinarians that also protects the public's interest. Dr. Kim Lambert is the Associate Quality Practice of the CVO. Dr. Lambert has been with the College of Veterinarians of Ontario since 2016. As Associate Registrar, Kim oversees the Quality Assurance and Improvement Programs and the Accreditation Program at the college. Prior to her role at the College of Veterinarians of Ontario, Kim was the manager of the Medical Communications Program at the Ontario Veterinary College. She is a small animal veterinarian and was in clinical practice for 14 years. Kim also has a master's degree in epidemiology. Dr. Lambert, I'd like to invite you up.
Good morning. I'm so delighted to be here with you today. Dean Wichtel, Dr. Hewson, honored guests, and members of the OBC class of 2023. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the profession of veterinary medicine on behalf of the Council of the College of Veterinarians of Ontario. First of all, congratulations. It's a tremendous achievement to be here and a privilege to be accepted into the OBC program. I began my veterinary career 26 years ago at OVC, and I can vividly remember how I felt as I began my journey in the veterinary profession. I felt joy and excitement at the thought of following my passion for animals, and humbled by the honor of being given the opportunity to pursue this profession. As you make your journey, don't forget your passion and joy, and draw upon it when you face challenges. Look around at your fellow classmates and begin to build your support network with those who share your joy and your passion. As a veterinarian, you will be joining one of the oldest professions in Canada, established in 1874. Veterinary medicine was only preceded by the legal and human medical professions, and closely followed by dentistry and pharmacy. Use of the title doctor is also an honor that's bestowed on only a small number of professions. You are embarking on a journey to become a highly regarded professional, and one which has the public trust. Veterinary medicine is not just an academic program. This is a professional school preparing you to enter practice. Licensed professionals have an obligation to society, in fact a contract, to uphold standards, to earn trust, and to provide the quality of care that the public expects. Over the next 4 years, you will gain knowledge and learn new skills, both technical and other essential skills like communication, teamwork, and leadership. You will also learn to incorporate ethics and professionalism into your practice. During this journey, you will determine what your contribution to the profession will be and how you will best serve the public. In the months and years ahead, the CVO looks forward to getting to know you. We will meet you in lectures, invite you to lunch and learns, seek your contribution in consultations, and provide you with information about college news. The College Council also promotes your engagement in profession-based regulation through its student representative role. At this time, Emma Stacy, a second-year student, is our student rep. Feel free to connect with Emma should you have any questions about the CVO, or of course you can contact the CVO directly. Please visit our website or find us on social media and become informed about our policies, programs, and initiatives regarding regulation and the veterinary profession in Ontario. Our resources will support you as you move toward professional practice. Again, on behalf of the College of Veterinarians of Ontario and its council, I wish you success as you embark upon your studies in veterinary medicine. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kim. The Ontario Veterinary College's Alumni Association links OVC with its graduates, which you will be very soon. Believe it or not, it goes quickly. The OVC Alumni Association is a very strong supporter of the college and of our student veterinarians. Dr. Paul Woods is a graduate of the Ontario Veterinary College and is president of the OVC Alumni Association. He is a professor of oncology in the Department of Clinical Studies at the OVC, and he's co-director of the University of Guelph Institute for Comparative Cancer Investigation. Dr. Woods is board certified in the American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine in both internal medicine and oncology. Dr. Woods.
Thanks, Joanne. Good morning, OVC class of 2023, Opal Otters. I'm a member of the class of OVC 1985, as you know, the Polar Bears, and also president of your OVC Alumni Association. On behalf of the OVC Alumni Association, I'd like to welcome you to the veterinary profession and specifically to the Ontario Veterinary College. Over your next 4 years at OVC, as well as when you graduate, the OVC Alumni Association will be here to help you. One of the main ways we do this is by offering and supporting a number of fantastic activities and events. Some, like our Continuing Education Symposium, are great opportunities for learning more about veterinary medicine. Others, such as our receptions and networking nights at conferences in Ontario and across North America, are great ways for you to meet other alumni, expand your professional network, and reconnect with classmates and colleagues. And then some of them, such as our annual hockey tournament that happens in the spring, are just plain fun. One thing we also do for you as our new student veterinarians is we provide you with a few words of wisdom from an OVC alum. When you receive your lab coats, please check in the pockets for this piece of advice. I hope that this advice provides you with some inspiration and insight from an OVC alum who has taken this journey before you. Welcome, have fun, and get involved. Whether it is clubs, sports, student government, frat, whatever, your time at OVC is much more than just lectures, labs, and exams. When you graduate and reflect on your time at OVC, your fondest memories will be of those extracurricular activities with your friends and your classmates. If you're not sure where you want to get started and get involved, then you could consider the OVC Alumni Association is looking for a representative from the class of OVC 2023. Just saying. I hope you enjoy the rest of your celebrations today with your family and friends, and once again, congratulations on joining the OVC community.
Thank you very much, Paul. Dr. Jeff Wichtel is the 11th Dean of the Ontario Veterinary College. Before his arrival at OVC, he was at the Atlantic Veterinary College in Charlottetown, PEI, where he was Associate Dean, Graduate Studies and Research. Before joining AVC, Dr. Wichtel taught at Massey University in New Zealand and at the College of Veterinary Medicine at North Carolina State. He received his BVSC and PhD from Massey and is board certified by the American College of Theriogenologists. Dr. Wichtel?
Thank you, Dr. Hewson. Good morning. It's a real pleasure for me to welcome you all, not only the Otters, but also your friends and supporters and family who have come here to help you celebrate this very special time in your lives. So I want to congratulate you on the choice of your mascot. I don't think there's an online video of an otter I have not clicked on. Yep, they're adorable. But also they are smart, they are intelligent, dexterous, and resourceful. So I think that pretty much characterizes your class as well. We know you very well. You've been through a tough admissions process, and you've already been surveyed once, I think. So we know you well. We know that you have all the toolbox that you need to be successful as student veterinarians and future veterinarians in our profession. So congratulations on that. When I started my career, I also started in a small town in New Zealand as a mixed animal veterinarian like Dr. Fairless, and had no idea what the career would offer me, but certainly it has been a very rich and satisfying and diverse career, and I certainly appreciate my veterinary education for providing me that. And I think you share that passion for the profession. You wouldn't be here today if you did not share that passion. But I want to use that example and the example of our platform guests here today to highlight the fact that although over 80% of you said in your recent survey that you will be practitioners when you graduate, and you are very much needed as practitioners, most of you will undergo several transformations in your careers during your lifetime. So keep your minds open. The profession, it's a cliche to say that it's changing, but it is a moment of change in our profession, as it is a moment of change in our society in terms of our attitudes to animals and the level of care and welfare that we expect the caregivers of our animals, whether they be farm animals or companion animals. We expect a lot, and so thus a lot is expected of veterinarians. And we as veterinarians, increasingly our degree, our qualifications recognized as the most interdisciplinary of health professions. We know a lot about a lot of things when we graduate, so there's a high expectation that you will be drawn in to help with many of society's needs going forward. We consider the concept of One Health. There really is no boundaries between the health of animals, the humans, and our planet, and each are dependent on each other. So I encourage you to think very holistically and broad-mindedly about your future careers. And I'll echo what several of the speakers said. Take advantage of the learning opportunities that are available to you while you're here, because you will never have an opportunity for such an interdisciplinary learning opportunity as you do here at the University of Guelph. So I think finally, congratulations. It's wonderful to see you all here. I think you're all going to be wonderfully successful. I look forward to engaging with you. I do hope that you will invite me to your functions and other activities so that I can get to know you better. It's easy for a dean to be a little bit disassociated from the students at the college, so I expect you to try and drag me in and so I can get to know you better. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Jeff. So, OVC Class of 2023, Opal Otters, even though we are not in class right now, you have some homework. It is this: do not consider membership in and involvement with our various professional organizations as an optional affair. It's not. Instead, I ask you to take it on as your lifelong obligation and opportunity to contribute your time and talent in order to help maintain the vibrant and vital entity that is veterinary medicine in Ontario and across Canada. Perhaps one day you will be seated here greeting the next class, not the next, but a future class into what is no doubt the best profession in the world. I echo Sue Dorland's comments. It is the best job in the world. So I'm supposed to initiate the next step in the process, but I just looked at the time and thought, family and friends, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that we have been about 45 minutes deep into this, which is not even as long as a single class for your student veterinarians. So you can appreciate when they say, I had 8 hours of classes today. This is what it's like. But we're going to shake it up now because it is time to invite the class up. I'm going to ask the first row of the class to now stand, and then each row will follow suit when you're cued by Elizabeth, and I will read out your names in alphabetical order. As I do so, please come up and receive the congratulations of your colleagues from the platform. Then proceed up the aisle to the left side of the auditorium, which is my right, into the lobby where an important transformation will occur. And then you'll come back into your seat, but please remain standing when you get back to your seat. So far, those instructions are okay? All right, good. All right, so first row, please stand up. And family and friends, I will do my best to do justice to your names. Forgive me if I don't. You ready? Okay. Mindy Addison. Mindy comes to us from St. Williams, Ontario. And I should mention, sorry Mindy that I didn't do this before you, if you're in the crowd and you're like bursting to go woohoo when your person comes up, do that, you're allowed. All right, Courtney Anderson comes to us. Courtney comes from Midland, Ontario. Megan Appleton. Megan is from Milton, Ontario. Charlotte Apps. Charlotte is from Toronto, Ontario, just like me. Allison Armstrong. Allison's from a little further afield in Timmins, Ontario. Mackenzie Avey. Mackenzie is from Burlington, Ontario. Melanie Boucher. Melanie is from Port Elgin, Ontario. Elizabeth Brazina. And Elizabeth is from Burlington, Ontario. Cassandra Bridge. And Cassandra comes to us from beautiful Tobermory, Ontario. Yeah, a little clap for Tobermory. Connor Bryant. Connor is from Brampton, Ontario. And Caroline Budziak. Caroline is from Toronto, Ontario as well. Delenn Burrows. Is from Hamilton, Ontario. Frank Calvisi. Also from Hamilton, Ontario. Brent Carbone. And Brent is from Lancaster, New York. Kayla Charles. Kayla is from Queens, New York. Arushi Chaudhuri comes to us from Toronto. Claire Christie is from Tonawanda, New York. Lauren Clark is from Uxbridge, Ontario. Sam Clifford is from Toronto, Ontario. Danielle Corzo is from Unionville, Ontario. Alina Coda-Merlot is from Deep River, Ontario. Kanetta Cousins is from Elliott Lake, Ontario. Matthew Dempster is from Waterdown, Ontario. And Devin Deshane is from Dryden, Ontario. Simi Dunoda is from Brampton, Ontario. Samantha Dobson is from Listowel, Ontario. Megan Demoni is from Chatham, Ontario. Samantha Driscoll is from New Haven, Vermont. Melanie Felker is from Grimsby, Ontario. Shannon Finnegan is from Picton, Ontario. Julia Jeremick is from Richmond Hill, Ontario. Did I get it? Apparently I didn't land the name quite on that one, sorry. Mark Giret is from Castleman, Ontario. And Daniel Gibson is from Waterdown, Ontario. Erica Gibson is from Guelph, Ontario. Jordan Glicklick is from Toronto, Ontario. And Heather Gozzard is from Roblin, Ontario. Sydney Graham is from North Bay, Ontario. Chloe Grealish is from Pickering, Ontario. And Reed Gregory is from Toronto, Ontario. Jessica Gutierrez is from San Antonio, Texas. Keisha Harris from Oakville, Ontario. Danielle Healy from Listowel, Ontario. Megan Healy is from Ajax, Ontario. Valerie Higginson is from Van Cleek Hill, Ontario. Camille Hildebrandt is from Lima, Peru. Abby Hill is from Hamilton, Ontario. Hillary Hunter is from beautiful Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario. Brenna Hurley is from Pembroke, Ontario. Emily Hutchison is from Oshawa, Ontario. Julia Irwin is from Ottawa, Ontario. Mark Jameson is from Waterloo, Ontario. Hannah Jensen is from Seaforth, Ontario. Julia Jeremick is from Richmond Hill, Ontario. Yeah. Wanlin Jia is from Shanghai. Karnika Ketal is from London, Ontario. Did I get it? Jessica Crowley is from Barrie, Ontario. Alyssa Kramer is from Port Colborne, Ontario. Emily Lai is from Newmarket, Ontario. And Michelle Lee is from Markham, Ontario. Kat Lee is from Windsor, Ontario. Bree Lorette is from Georgetown, Ontario. Zhen Lui is from Chengdu, Sichuan. I didn't say that right. I own that. She can coach me after. I'll get better. Gordon Lowe is from Markham, Ontario. Ali Lul is from Coleraine, Massachusetts. Hannah McKellar is from Stittsville, Ontario. Larissa Manzos from Vaughan, Ontario. Nicole McCausland is from Guelph, Ontario. Tiffany McMurray is from Woodlawn, Ontario. Marina Moffat is from Bruce Mines, Ontario. Rachel Moore is from Markham, Ontario. Arinda Muntian is from Cortis, Ontario. Vanessa Mutluck is from Mississauga, Ontario. Anjali Narasimham is from Geneva, Switzerland. Rebecca O'Brien is from Mississauga, Ontario. Tyler O'Brien is from Orillia, Ontario. Sarah Osborne is from Newcastle, Ontario. Tara O'Sullivan is from La Porte, Texas. Nicole Palermo is from Thornhill, Ontario. Jessica Patterson is from Oshawa, Ontario. Andrew Poon is from Unionville, Ontario. Melissa Prickarts is from Aurora, Ontario. Melissa Ricciutelli is from Bolton, Ontario. Natalie Reese is from Winona, Ontario. Abhinash Sunmugam is from Ajax, Ontario. Emma Santoro is from Lancaster, New York. Hannah Savoie is from Sudbury, Ontario. Jennifer Sawyer is from Kitchener, Ontario. Nathan Schack-Schneider is from Dundas, Ontario. Narinder Sharma is from Brampton, Ontario. Tegan Smith is from Pembroke, Ontario. Brittany Solomon is from Newmarket, Ontario. Taya Stankovic is from Hamilton, Ontario. Megan Strong is from Claremont, Ontario. Jolyn Sue is from Burlington, Ontario. Shauna Sullivan is from Elmvale, Ontario. Sydney Schwartz is from Toronto, Ontario. And Peyton Tam is also from Toronto, Ontario. Kaylee Teal is from Ridgeway, Ontario. Liz Teal is from Beaverton, Ontario. Amanda Thompson is from Stony Creek, Ontario. Serena Chai is from Brampton, Ontario. Carrie Lynn Toot is from Pittsford, New York. Lana Turchich Brando is from Wasaga Beach, Ontario. Sabrina Van Skedel is from Carleton Place, Ontario. Jessie Vandenberg is from Flamborough, Ontario. Laura Vianello is from Santa Rosa, California. Valerie Walk is from Orchard Park, New York. Savannah Wales is from Brampton, Ontario. Shirley Wei Chung is from Jiangsu. No? No? I think I need to check in on that one. She gave me a look. Sorry, Shirley. Megan Weldrick is from Barrie, Ontario. Caitlin Weller is from Newmarket, Ontario. Savannah Wilson is from Kemptville, Ontario. Kaylee Walgamuth is from Innisfil, Ontario. Allison Wong is from Hong Kong. Jason Wu is from Markham, Ontario. Sammy Wu is from Hong Kong. And Wen Yi Yu is from Singapore. Tracy Yuen is from Thornhill, Ontario. And Alyssa Ziffel is from Ottawa, Ontario. So we are just going to pause while we let the last couple do their transformation. So be fast. And then I will present them to you. So if you need to stand up for 20 seconds and stretch, you may do so without going into complete disorder. 20 seconds, stand up, go. Wait, come back and see it again. Okay. Elizabeth, do we have them all back now? Not yet? Okay. Give me a wave when Alyssa comes back. Dramatic pause.
Can they come in and say things? He's actually from Hudson, Ohio. Yeah, I think we have a repetition. Thank you very much.
So Francesa.
Yes,
From Ohio.
Hudson, Ohio.
Thank you.
Okay, sure.
Okay, if I could bring order back to the room. Before I present the class to you, it was brought to my attention that we missed somebody, and so for that I sincerely apologize, but I do want to take a moment to introduce one additional member of the class of 2023, Julia Francesa, from Ohio. Where are you, Julia? Sorry. So if Julia's family needs to do a woot woot, go for it. In all seriousness and with great excitement to everyone in the room, it is now my pleasure to introduce the OVC class of 2023. Turn around and take a bow. So, OVC 2023 Opal Otters, I would ask you to pick up your program and turn to the back. And I'm going to ask the class to remain standing facing the audience. I would also ask that any veterinarians in the audience stand and join Dean Wichtel as he leads us in reciting the veterinarian's oath, which is found on the back of your program.
Thank you, Dr. Houston. So we'll do our best to stay in unison here. As a member of the veterinary medical profession, solemnly swear that I will use my scientific knowledge and skills for the benefit of society. I will strive to promote animal health and welfare, prevent and relieve animal suffering, protect the health of the public and the environment, and advance comparative medical knowledge. I will perform my professional duties conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethic. I will strive continuously to improve my professional knowledge and competence, and to maintain the highest professional and ethical standards for myself and the profession.
Thank you, Dean Wichtel. I would now invite everyone to please take your seats. It is my great pleasure to ask Ms. Heather Gozzard and Mr. Brent Carbone, newly elected class co-presidents, to speak on behalf of the Opal Otters. If you two would like to head on up, I'll do your intros as you come up. Ms. Gossard hails from Roblin, Ontario, in Lennox and Addington County. In addition to assisting at several veterinary clinics, Heather volunteered at an elephant sanctuary in Cambodia, where she fed and bathed elephants, while during the academic year taught other University of Guelph students advanced hip-hop and social dance, and founded and served as co-captain of the Guelph Tap Pack. Mr. Carbone came to us from Buffalo, New York. One of the skills he gained while volunteering with veterinarians was learning how to use a blow dart on Hampshire pigs. In addition to veterinary medicine, he has a passion for the water. He was the captain of his diving team at Canisius College, served as a high school diving coach, and a lifeguard for the New York State Parks Recreation and Historic Preservation in Grand Island. Ms. Gossard and Mr. Carbone, I hand the floor over to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Houston, for that kind introduction. Good morning and the warmest of welcomes to all of our distinguished guests, faculty member, alumni, veterinary mentors, family, friends, and last but not least, the class of 2023. I'm Heather and this is Brent, and in these last few weeks, you have come to remember us as the outgoing woos that we are. We'd like to say thank you, Opal Otters, for allowing us to represent you, even though you didn't get a choice. We are happy to be your advocates throughout your amazing journey that we all call vet school.
We would like to begin by thanking everyone for coming and supporting the Otters today, as well as thanking all the volunteers that made this day a reality. Heather and I would like to give a tremendous amount of appreciation to the number of associations that allowed us to make this day possible. We would like to thank the College of the Veterinarians of Ontario, the Ontario Veterinary Alumni Association, the Ontario Veterinary Medical Association, and the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association for your kind gifts and overwhelming support. We are truly grateful to be welcomed to such an honorable profession and had to become members of the college that have been recognized internationally for over 150 years. With an enormous amount of contributions to the field of research and education towards the advancement of the veterinary profession.
Well, Oprah Otters, it's time to talk about you. So our journey began on the day we received our acceptance letter into the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine program. On that day, you were probably very excited and full of its anticipation, but we may also be a little anxious to meet our fellow classmates. Since then, we have gone from lonely otters lost in Lake Ontario to a tightly bound family, joining hands and facing this world together.
In the 3 weeks that we have known each other, us otters have experienced a lot of firsts. We started our new lives in OVC as a group of 120 strangers dropped into the middle of a lake, as we all know as Bark Lake. Upon arrival, we all shared mixed feelings about a full 48 hours of unadulterated friendship and team-building activities, but quickly became the pizza man and ceiling fans of our destiny. Though some of the activities were strange, and we were quick to open up and relish the opportunity to bond and get to know each other, although some of us still might be a little scarred from Vic the Robber from the settlers of Bark Lake. Those 2 days brought us together in such a quick amount of time.
We have realized over the past few weeks that our class is very social, welcoming, extremely loud, and has a superb sense of humor. We couldn't be more thrilled to start exploring the world of veterinary medicine together. As we start to explore our surroundings and widen our horizons, we will, and we know that we will always support each other and use our time at OVC to grow both personally and professionally.
Now back to talking about our unwavered support system. None of this would have been possible without the unconditional love and support from all of you. We know that upon acceptance to the program, many of you have told your son or daughter, I'm so excited that you get to experience and get into your profession that you've loved doing for the longest time ever. But we all know that you secretly were like, yes, in 4 years, I got free healthcare.
At this time, we ask the class of 2023 to please stand up, turn to your family and friends, and give them a round of applause for supporting you throughout your journey.
And now I would like everyone to please join us in welcoming OVC's newest class of 2023, the Opal Otters.
Thank you very much, Heather and Brent. And I certainly echo a lot of the standing ovation, whoop whoops that are going on in the back. We are all super proud that you are here, and we're excited. Before I close, I want to thank a number of people who've organized this ceremony, and in particular, Elizabeth Lowinger. Elizabeth is our Manager of Student Affairs and plays a key role in connecting the college to the veterinary profession, as well as in managing our mentoring programs and providing much support to our student veterinarians. She's likely been one of the first touch points for your student veterinarians as they came into the OVC, and she will be with them throughout their entire time here and beyond. So thank you, Elizabeth, for all that you do. Others who've contributed much time, knowledge, and skills to today's events, because as you know, it takes a village. These would include Carol Ann Higgins, Lily Arpa, Karen Mantle, your expert photographer today. I don't know where you all snapped pictures with her. And as well, Morgana Turner from the class of OVC 22 Jade Jackals. Finally, also, I'd like to thank the dedicated team of volunteers who welcomed and assisted you today. They include Thomas Angel, Anise DeCall-Tolk, Irene Burkhoff, Jordan Buchan, Narissa Leslie. Thank you all. Give a wave. I also want to thank Kevin Hogg behind the camera. Kevin is from our college's Information Technology Service, and he's enabling us to provide a live global webcast of this event and a video recording to capture it for posterity. Thank you, Kevin. He's back in the room, so now I can more formally thank our piper, Mr. Neil Forbes. Last but not least, a special thank you to all our family, friends, and guests today, mentors, all of you out there in the audience. Thank you for being here to support your favorite Opal Otter. We are going to imminently bring this ceremony to a close. I have a few instructions first. Following the closing of the ceremony, I invite you all to join the reception, which will be held in the lobby of this building immediately after we conclude. Following the reception, the class is asked to assemble on the front steps of OVC for a photograph at 1 p.m. sharp, wearing all your new transformed gear. 1 p.m., front steps of OVC. That will be a great opportunity to get a cherished photograph that you will look back on and fondly remember. We are now going to be piped out of the ceremony to the reception by Mr. Forbes, starting with the platform party, followed by the OVC class of 2023, and then finally the audience members. Thank you once again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.